All
It's
right,
quick.
so episode 6, Pocket Dimension Pod. What's new? What's going on? I think the biggest thing that's in Rhode Island, at least, did you hear about the people getting the mail for the data breach?
I've been getting that though. Like that.
No. This is like specifically to Rhode Islanders.
I've been getting one from I forgot what department, but
They
said-
hacked you?
They said that
Yeah, he's been hacked.
yeah, it's true. They got me, but yeah, I've been get that email. I've been get that email.
Yeah, no, it's not an email. It's a physical letter.
Well, the letter and my mom.
So they try to reach you 2 ways?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he once got hacked via video games. Crazy.
I got 3 different ways. Well, 2, internet and mail form, but yeah, 3 different ways.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You clicking them links?
Nah, it's not even that, man. It's just one password
said-
for like everything.
said free
you know what I
iPad.
mean?
Did they call you though? No.
No, I didn't get a
The
call.
craziest part is because I was at my dad's restaurant and someone called me. It was like, because we just set up DoorDash. They're like, oh yeah, DoorDash has a new system update, so we're gonna send you a new iPad. I'm like, new iPad? We just got this last week. Why do we need a system update? She started asking me questions like, oh, what's your email? What's your phone number?
Was it an
'Cause
Indian voice?
Yes, it was Indian.
So,
it was
yeah,
Indian.
it
So
always is,
listen. They said, oh, what's your email? I thought it was legit, so I gave my email. Then she said, so what's your phone number? But she only said the last 2. So I was like, all right. I told her my phone number. I said, all right, I'm going to connect you with another person. Boo, some other one called. It was first a lady, then it was a man. Then the man called, blah, blah, blah. I was so ticked off, and I came at that dude, and he was silent. He got silent, and I just hung up. Like, I came at him like it was definitely a hacker. It was someone trying to fool me to give him my information.
I remember when I was younger, I used to mess with them for fun. I don't know why I was that bored.
Yeah, that's
But
too much time on your
There was one dude, he sent me like a link or something, and then I sent him like a picture of like me like attempting to sign in, it wasn't working, but I embedded an IP logger in it, and then I had his location. So then after he clicked it, I was just like, I sent him his location, and then he was just like, yo, can I work for you?
Yo, that's crazy.
He was
I'm not gonna
Indian
lie.
too?
Nah, Nigerian.
Stereotypes may be real.
Nigerians, but
It's
yeah.
definitely real. It's only them
Yeah,
two.
facts.
Can I
Yeah,
work for
butty,
you?
butty, yeah. It's wild.
You got to be careful out there.
It's definitely a crazy world. I mean, cybercrimes are in an all-time high, and they're ever increasing. You know, so I said, like, that's the one. I was just having this conversation with someone. I was like, there's one good field that's pretty much recession-proof, and it probably is cybersecurity. I mean, even software engineers now are getting laid off
Really?
by the masses. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they overhired. They realized they overhired. There's a bunch of people that went to school for it. So now, like, it's going to be weird for software engineers. There's still a lot of space for them. But especially now with AI and all this other stuff becoming so efficient, you can write code. You know, not that you can't do that in cybersecurity, but it's a lot more complex. There's only so much you want AI to do in a cybersecurity space because AI can be tricked. The last thing you want is to implement an infrastructure with AI. Someone dupes the AI into giving them keys or access to something, and now Sam's your uncle, and you got the whole database. So, yeah, cybersecurity professionals are definitely going to be on the rise and high in demand.
I mean, on that note, TikTok's back in the Apple Store.
TikTok's back in the Apple Store.
yeah.
Yeah, all you dudes selling them $15,000 iPhones
On eBay.
I want to know
Come
who
on.
really bought
I want to.
the
Yeah, I
phone.
want to know who bought one.
Yeah.
I
No
wanna
one's
know-
gonna come out and be like, "Yeah, I bought it." Yeah, that's
Someone must
crazy.
have been really hurting. I mean, I kind of get it though, because like if you make most of your income on TikTok and then you all of a sudden poof can't access anymore, but at the same time you're an idiot. Like, why'd you delete the app from your phone in the first place if that's your primary source of income?
And you got to know, like, there's no way that it wasn't coming back anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They were gonna come to some sort of deal or an agreement,
Yeah.
and it was gonna come back.
At some point, it was going to come back. And you bought it. You
And
bought the phone.
And the worst part is about the people that spent like $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 on an iPhone is that if you had a computer, you could just go to TikTok.com.
.com. Yeah,
It worked.
exactly.
It worked
Yeah.
the entire time.
Fucking
It never
fools.
went down. It was just the app.
They didn't think that far.
Nah, no one thought that.
Can't you
far.
see, like, the purchase history, too? Like, if someone actually bought it or no?
Well, I mean, if you only have one and you sell it,
Yeah, maybe
know.
if you have it saved and then let's say they're sold.
someone
Yeah.
had like 50 of them. And I doubt someone had 50 iPhones with TikTok on it. If they did, they're up.
Up, yeah, facts. Wow.
They are up.
I mean, at some point you got to figure that it was gonna come back. The U.S. government wasn't just gonna let that go.
Yeah, CapCut's back too now.
CapCut, yep,
A
love
lot of
that.
people using that. I don't think that was as big as TikTok coming back, but
They're making moves.
I mean, TikTok at least got to still keep ownership because they didn't have to end up selling the U.S. market.
No.
So that I think was they held it out and they won that battle. So
Hey, I mean, government's making moves while cutting jobs at the same time.
yeah, speaking of that, you know how like Elon has the whole Department of Government Efficiency, right? And this whole thing is to reduce government spending and all this other stuff. You know what just came out? He just got the government to give him a $400 million contract for bulletproof Cybertrucks.
Why?
He said, why?
Literally, why?
So it's just like you're doing all this
To cut
efficiency and cut spending, blah blah, but yet
He gotta get his end of the bargain too.
he's giving
That's
himself.
crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a clutch play for him because that's his least selling car.
The Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck. No one's buying them. They
Yeah.
have issues. You can't even bring it to the car wash because I think it has a problem where
Underneath,
water
Yeah.
pulls up at the bottom, mess with the electrical, and it voids your warranty.
Bro, I just realized he has the chance to have a government contract or contracts with all three of his companies. Actually, I think he has more than three, but Starlink, SpaceX, and Tesla.
And Grok. I don't know if that's a separate company or if it's under Tesla, but he has the AI platform now.
Yeah, but I
But
think
it's
that's only
not-
on X, right?
But it's not underneath
That-
government. Any,
Not yet.
not
I mean,
yet, true, but-
OpenAI got government funding.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
now he's gonna swoop in,
But I
and,
think-
and he even tried to buy OpenAI.
Well, he wanted to control OpenAI,
yeah.
but they denied his bid.
So now it's just like,
That's
all
it,
right,
yeah,
I'm gonna do
get
my
the
thing.
fuck
So
out
now
of
he got
here.
Grok, and
But
obviously
I
right
heard
now
Grok's not that good right
because
now.
it's still in the early stages. AI wasn't that good.
But as far
in its
as
first
like
development.
his big names, like I guess Neuralink aside, but Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink can potentially all have government
I
contracts.
mean, they probably are. They all do.
Yeah.
Apart from now Tesla, if he does get that
Yeah,
deal,
that's
That's what
only
I'm
one.
I
saying.
don't
Yeah.
know if it's already in the works, but that's
But more than ever, he can sweeten the deal if that's the case.
man. What
Yo.
what it feels like to be on the other side of government cheese.
Facts.
That's a different kind of government
That's
cheese.
a different kind of government
That's
cheese.
different kind of cheese.
That's that government cheese that make your breath stink for sure. It's a high quality cheese.
yeah. He just had a webinar and he said that Gronk, compared to like, you know how AI was like the next big thing, he said Gronk is going to be like the furthest past the AI, what general AI is. You know what I mean? Like whatever he's doing, he didn't reveal yet, is going to be past what we
I mean,
we can
I
imagine.
believe
You know what I
it.
mean?
We've seen Elon develop crazy things, and he has the backing of the government to help him achieve anything. So
Anything he
yeah.
wants. He's literally
That's-
unstoppable.
yeah.
To be honest, I don't know what he could think of. I feel like whatever you think of is already out there. You know, they already got robots. They already got OpenAI. Like, what else is there? So
I mean, that's what we said before AI came out. What
That's
else can
true,
we do?
yeah.
And they
It's
came
gonna
out with
be-
AI.
yeah.
There's always going to be something.
yeah.
I don't care.
I just don't. I can't
To
think
me,
of it.
he's an evil villain.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
He's literally an
Yeah.
evil villain.
Evil emperor.
Yeah. I'll say Dr. Evil, but
Dr. Evil's
yeah,
crazy.
yo, Dr. Evil of his time, yo. Like,
Hit him with the.
yeah.
He just needs a little midget with him.
I mean, he got mini me already. His son.
Yeah, wiping boogers on the president's desk.
That's right, boogers, bro. That's mini me right there. Literally his son.
Do you think, honest question, do you think he like actually parents? Or is he just like,
Nah,
you think he
know,
actually
I don't
parents? He got like 10 kids, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the other kids, but for X,
He's building an army.
he seems to be really involved with his kid to be bringing him like
He disowned
to
one
the
of them
White
though
House
for
and
being
He disowned? Really? For
think-
being what?
trans. I think he disowned him though.
I think I
Yeah.
heard a story like that.
I think
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure.
It's the first
Don't
time I'm
quote me
hearing.
on it, but
Yeah.
That he's gonna have a new one soon, I guess, because there's a lot of publicity on
With a
that
new
chick.
girl.
Yeah, she was supposed to be quiet, and I
he's
guess she's.
wilding.
I mean, it is what it is. You got all that money.
He got,
you
yeah,
can
say that, yeah.
pump it out. You can start pumping it out everywhere. You start have applications instead of, you know what I mean?
I don't think he's having kids for the sake of having kids. I
No,
think
no, it's
he's
all
just-
planned.
He's building.
He's trying to, yeah,
He's
trying
trying to build some sort of empire and raise them up.
to run the whole thing and just.
Oh,
I wouldn't.
expand
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't be
conquer.
surprised.
That's
Yeah,
the
like a
goal.
bigger mastermind behind it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be
He's sick.
surprised if like
He's sick.
100 years from now, 150 years, you know how there's Middle Easterns, there's
Like the
Hebrews,
families?
And then he
there's-
has his own
There's
little.
gonna be the Elons.
But that's just like the
Buys the island or
Rothschilds.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like
the
Rockefellers.
Rockefellers, that's-
Rockefellers, Rothschilds, those
Yeah.
kind of family. Yeah.
The
All
Musks.
his kids are
Musks,
gonna
yeah.
just take over each department and each every
That could be
branch
He's about to
of
have them-
society.
he's about to have them in government,
entertainment.
entertainment.
Yeah,
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
It'd be
That's
funny
true.
though. Like, I'm not saying that it would happen, but imagine like they all kind of rebel against him.
No, there's no way. You can't.
It could happen. I mean,
There's
we
no
live in
way
a
There's
different
a- bro,
era
yeah,
now
there's a
where,
di-
where things like that
Yeah,
no,
these-
be
there's no
happening.
way.
Kids
Bro,
don't
that be
always
happening.
grow up the way you expect
That's
them
true.
to grow
Yeah.
up.
It's not like before.
That's why he
now,
disowned one
now
too,
Kids
so
are more
yeah.
He already
vocal.
disowned
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd say
exactly,
kids are
yeah.
more vocal too. I feel like it's a higher chance for them to rebel against whatever their parents want.
But I feel like
I'm
he
saying,
has
but
them.
Elon in this specific case,
That's probably why he keeps having more kids. He's like, if I put enough numbers on the board,
yeah, he's like,
Someone's
"All
gonna.
right, if
Yeah,
you don't wanna do
someone's
what
gonna
I-
follow suit. Yeah.
If you don't want to do what I
Yeah.
say, I got like 42 other.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes you think, yo, we should start having kids, right?
I don't think he's parenting for real.
It's so
What
easy
do
you
to
mean by
parent,
parenting?
though,
Like
when you could
he's
do
like, I'm with
anything.
my kid and on the cameras. Like once the cameras cut, like
yeah.
Yeah.
go back home.
Think about it. I mean, he does run like 4.
I don't think he might not even
companies.
sleep. He might go in them little
Chamber pods
yeah,
or
the
whatever. Yeah.
chambers, charge up, come back up.
Yeah, you're
What I
on that
heard-
Simpson timeline, yo.
Yo, what I heard Andrew Tate said, he's like, yeah, you could have kids, but you don't have to take care of them.
If
could
you
call-
have money,
If you have money, you don't have to take really
Yeah.
take care
I
of them.
don't
As
get
long
that
as they're
option.
taken
Yeah,
care
that's-
of with the wealth you have.
No, I'm
You
sure
don't
they're
have to
taken
really
care
be there.
of, but I don't think he's
He
like
personally
having
and yeah, having
these-
influence.
one-on-one personal relationships with all
Take him to
these
the ball
kids.
game
At
or
least not
whatever.
right
Yeah,
now.
he's not doing that. I don't think so. That's a waste of time. His time.
Bro, the
That's
son's over here
true.
telling freaking what was it? Telling Trump, "Oh, you're not really the president." What do you think he's saying around him? Like, yo, you see that guy right there?
He's not.
He does
Yeah.
what I say.
Hey, yeah, that could be. You could be onto something because you know
Maybe.
kids have no filter.
They
They
don't.
repeat
They
anything.
literally
Yeah.
have no filter. He's looking at this orange dude. He's like, "Yo,
My daddy told me about you. You ain't nothing.
He's like,
Yeah.
fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, exactly.
puppet
Yeah.
master.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. You know, they say a lot of. If you think about it, right, even CEOs of companies, in a way, they're still kind of puppet masters because they report to the investors. So, like, at the end of the day, it's not about who's the face; it's about who's the funding. So, whoever's funding you to be in that position is usually who's actually in control.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
too.
and you see it across multiple vectors in multiple space, and the government's not really any different. I mean,
Yeah.
the government, in a way, is a company. Otherwise, why do you have a whole department dedicated now to strictly auditing
yeah,
yourself to make the government more profitable?
I would even say specifically this government. You know, if he was a dictatorship, maybe, but being this so capital central, that of course, yeah, whoever has the money controls everything.
I mean, so it's a crazy, crazy world.
Man,
Capitalism.
I
Everyone's
mean,
for it.
yeah, but
what it is.
at the end of the day, the same capitalism is what's
yeah, of course.
allowed America to excel
Yeah,
and be in the
yeah.
position we are. I mean, no other country is innovating like we are. They might develop, but we are the center of innovation. Like we, Wi-Fi was invented here. The first car was invented here. What else?
A lot of businesses were invented here.
You know what I'm saying? The ideas, the concepts, the initial creations, the electric cars invented here. There's so many cases where the atomic bomb invented here.
Yeah,
You
Not
know?
invented, founded. A lot of companies has been founded in America.
Yeah, they might get developed somewhere else. Like China might make more efficient batteries, better
Yeah.
chips, but who originated the original design? It's all based in America. So, and that's because of capitalism. You know, you give these guys enough money to just, I want to go to the next galaxy, and eventually they'll figure it out. If they throw enough money.
they
Yeah.
won't come back.
yeah, they won't. Yeah, shit.
They can get intercepted by something.
I'm not gonna lie though. Ever since he's been pushing the politics more in Trump, he stopped talking about Mars.
For now,
For,
For
now,
now,
yeah,
yeah,
but
4
like,
years, yeah.
we
he's trying to
should
get
stop
right now.
talking
He's trying to
about
get
Mars.
established. He's trying to make sure all these like plans go through. Like these early plans, they just hitting everything hard, taking all these initiatives, making sure everything's under control. Then probably like in like a year or two, then he'll probably start like putting that thing back in the air, like, oh yeah, so about Mars, like let's go.
It could be that, or people start noticing what happened with the moon landing. You know what I mean? Like, why haven't we gone back to the moon?
Because it wasn't real.
Yeah, you know, I
That's
always
been
find
talked
that
about
I always
before.
find
Yeah.
that funny too. Like they're like, oh, and they come up with excuses like, oh, we can't go back because the this that blah blah. Or,
You went that
uh,
one
or
time.
like we went
Just one time.
and they say like a modern calculator has more technology
Then the
than the
yeah.
entire
That's-
than the technology they had to put the rocket whatever on the moon. Neil
I don't know.
Armstrong. Crazy. Yeah. I mean, because you know what it is? Because if it was fake, right? Think about how much harder it is going to be to fool the masses. Although we have better visual effects and stuff like that now, we also have better tools to detect fake,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
fake stuff in video. So it's going to be like immediately like, you know, versus back then when movies or whatever and visual effects were first coming out, no one had the tools to actually like, did that really happen? Is that real?
Man, they was believing anything back in the day.
They really were.
They,
I mean,
still,
yeah.
they still think Stevie Wonder isn't blind.
he's not.
You don't come on.
This nigga, yo.
You're gonna sit here and tell this is off topic, but you're gonna sit here and tell me Stevie Wonder is you
I
tell me he
mean-
can't see?
I
He
mean,
can see.
you don't need to see to play the piano.
Ray Charles.
If he said he was deaf,
Bro,
I'd have
Stevie
been
Wonder
like, all right.
Stevie Wonder
True.
can see.
Is he fully blind or is he like
Bro,
one of those like
Yo,
he can see
matter of fact,
shadows
You ever
type
heard that
stuff?
story that Shaq told?
Which one?
Shaq was getting in the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder and his people was already in there. Shaq didn't say anything. He literally just got in the elevator and Stevie Wonder's like, "Hey, Shaq, come on." You
I
gonna
mean,
tell me
I
you
don't
can't-
know, but they say when you lose one sense, the other one's all heightened. So you
So
know,
you're telling me he sniffed Shaq?
or maybe
Come on,
felt
bro,
him.
he-
That's a big
Stinks.
dude. Maybe he felt him.
He said,
Hey, yo,
The floor
Shaq.
creaked or something.
pause,
Who knows?
pause. You said he felt him.
Pause.
And there was another story. I think Carmelo Anthony was saying how he like seen with his own eyes in reverse in a car.
No.
Nah, there's no way. There's
Bro,
no way.
Stevie
There's no way.
Wonder
He
can
lying.
see.
He lying. He
Stevie
lying.
Wonder
There's
can
no
see.
way. He's lying.
All these, all right, bro. You guys keep believing it. He fooled you. He fooled you. Watch. I bet right before he died, he's gonna leave like a little note.
No,
like,
that-
yo,
yeah.
I could see the whole this
hey,
whole
hey,
time.
Donald Trump, he's one of your executive orders. Release them files right now. Can Stevie Wonder see? We want to see medical. I said
He's actually he wanted to release Matt files. I know he wants to release the JFK ones
Martin
too.
Luther
Yeah, and all that. I hope he does it. All these conspiracies finally like shed a little light towards it.
Civil War.
It's tough.
I think the JFK file should be reopened though.
I think all of them should be open, from 9/11 to JFK to the moon, everything. To my opinion, transparency, 100%.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's been
and
long
it's,
enough.
yeah, and it's been like 60, 70 years. These people are old. You know what I mean? They're like 90
It's
plus.
been long enough where I feel like enough people to they might make a big,
I feel like certain
Stir out of
secrets
it
shouldn't be
initially.
released though.
but
That's true.
it's gonna fade out.
If they lie to me then, what's yeah, they lie to me
A
now.
lot of truths would come out. Like,
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but you already know they're lying to you. They're just
No,
not in front of
well,
you.
we don't know. It's like
You
the Stevie
know.
Wonders.
Everybody
like you know,
knows,
you
but-
don't know.
No, that's different. But you know the government lying to you
not
about things
blind.
that happen. That's why they're
Do
confidential.
you though?
That's why they're confidential files.
It's redacted for
information you're not
those
supposed to know.
people's security. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. So they're lying to you. They have.
I mean, yeah,
they,
there's something
in that
there.
case, they have to lie to you.
That's all it's saying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't know.
But even at that, say you reopen these files, right, and all this information comes out, or we learn new things. Then what?
Nothing's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying.
Then what?
The world-
Certain people will have different perspective on certain
Well, yeah,
ideas. That's
true.
what it is now. It's like,
Yeah, but the world is so desensitized to the point where, like, if we did find out something crazy happened about 9/11 or Martin Luther King, whatever, you know, we'll make a big deal out of it. For like,
I don't think.
if anything,
I don't
people
know.
are gonna.
I think
make,
it's just JFK and Martin Luther King.
Nah,
for now. That's all I
well,
heard
for example,
now.
like Area 51. Imagine people find out there is
No,
aliens.
they'll never get
Nah,
that.
they're
out.
never.
They'll
gonna
Bro,
do
No,
there's
but like-
another area 51.
Yeah, there's another one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a
52
multiple
or whatever.
ones.
They'll
Yeah,
never give. They'll never.
they reveal that info. Yeah,
If they they'll kill him before he does. They'll kill him.
That's a whole nother
Yeah, I'm
topic.
not even
We
gonna
Ball
let's
game,
not get to
yeah.
that.
I'm not
'cause
gonna
that's
get to
a
that, but
lot.
they'll kill him if he ever tries to talk about Area 51.
That whole that's too much.
yeah. Nah,
He's a
but
wily guy.
they'll kill that cheese butt for sure.
Yeah,
Hey,
Cheese puff.
Look at all he's doing, and then Biden took. We got Trump doing all this, and then Biden apparently took the most PTO days out of
yeah.
all presidents. in
exactly,
history.
Like
and they'll
500
defend him to the
something
max.
days
This guy was
in
on
his
PTO
term.
for like all his term.
He
pretty
needed
much.
it though. Let's be for real. He needed it. The guy couldn't even go up and
He needed
downstairs,
it?
remember
He
stuff.
needed it because he couldn't work.
He didn't need to be.
That's what I'm saying. He
didn't
needed-
He
need
wasn't
to-
working.
But this creates the question, right? If he took that much PTO, who was running the country?
His son,
That-
of course,
His son.
Nice.
and the other
The one
people.
His
that
son
got
was
arrested?
doing coke, banging hookers. Are you
That's
kidding
what
me?
I'm saying. Yeah,
His son got
Yeah.
pardoned. He was doing deals with all
He
his
was doing
families, bro.
deals
like,
in Ukraine and everything.
was
That
just
was drunk
handing out
talk. He was
deals.
having a good night, and he was talking to these people like, "Yo,
no.
do you know who I am? Yeah, we can get this done.
You know my
tonight.
dad. Yeah,
You know my dad? Yo, we can get this done tonight."
You can always answer calls at jail. In jail, I mean,
that's true too. Yeah, that is true.
people in jail freaking live streaming on TikTok.
They had a you didn't see what happened in jail? They had a Super Bowl party. In jail.
No,
You
no,
lying?
let
There's
me
no
see
way my
this.
tax part. Yeah,
I
there's
gotta
no
see
way.
this
Bro,
one.
yes.
There's
They had,
I didn't go no
yo.
they
party.
had the little
He said,
prison
"Not my
pizzas.
tax
They had
dollars."
the little
Yeah,
prison.
that's what I'm saying. For
They
that,
had, bro, they had
commit
the little
murder having a
they had
pizza
the little
party.
table set up, the prison pizza. Someone made it.
I mean,
I had pizza party with
you're
that.
taking it more out of proportion than what it really is like in jail. You know, when he says prison pizza,
Oh, okay.
don't
okay,
think
yeah.
it's
it's
a-
like
it's
a,
not
don't-
it
Antonio's, you know,
didn't-
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no. Someone made that.
yeah.
Like,
I thought
Someone
someone
Guinness
made
and-
that in their room or in the kitchen. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
with some ramen and
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Some
Yeah, yeah.
Vienna
But
sauce
still,
and
though, that's
pizza.
kind of wild.
uh-huh.
I don't
Ramen
know.
pizza.
They're
Yeah.
getting advanced. I've seen some wild shit of
'Cause-
dudes in the fence.
I mean, you
like,
got to get creative.
Because you know, if they're in
I've
prison,
seen some. They have TVs, PS5.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
100%.
They're
you know, betting goes on in prison, so they're betting on
You
the
know
game.
what's funny though? In a weird way, like there's other jail systems that
Oh,
do that. Like
yeah.
if you go to, I think it's Holland or whatever.
Are you saying like lenient kind of?
Yeah, like if you go to jail in Holland, it's like a college dorm.
Yeah, they say Sweden has like the best ones.
Yeah. Like,
It's only if you have money, though. If you have no money, you ain't get nothing. People who are in jail.
you talking about in America?
In America,
No,
yeah.
no, I mean America or any country.
No,
It's
some-
just
Nah,
like,
some
over
of
if
these,
you're
like,
if you're going in jail with no money, you're not gonna have nothing. You're gonna have nothing. You're gonna
In
have
America.
In America.
Yeah, trust me. Some of these
Trust me,
places
on your free
nice.
time, go look
I
up
don't
this,
know.
the Holland and
Yeah,
Sweden. Go
all
look
that.
up their jail systems, bro. You'll
Do
look
they-
at it like, damn, if I get locked up over there, it's
It's
still
not
not even
bad.
bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. Yeah,
Do they have that much criminals there though? Holland, I don't hear
They
nothing.
probably
that's
don't.
going
That's
on
why.
down there.
Yeah.
Nah,
They got
I
cri-
think
they got
do have low
criminal, of
crime
course,
rate.
yeah, but
a
they
lot of
probably
Europe
low, yeah.
generally has pretty. I don't
Not-
say low. I'm not say a lot of Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
But some
yeah.
countries in
'Cause
Europe
England's
have a
crazy.
very low crime rate.
Yeah, not England though.
Yeah, probably not like the main
Nah, us
the
that-
main problematic ones. Probably not England, Portugal, France.
France, none of
You
that,
know,
yeah.
anyone with a
Spain,
history
nothing,
of
yeah.
like causing havoc. Probably not those countries, but the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like free time, look that up because some like 5-star.
It'll have
hotel
you
shit.
think, bro. Like, why they living so good? Like, some of
Facts.
them be living better than
Oh,
us.
100%.
Weirdly,
A lot of
Some
people
of them
want to
get
be in
com-
jail
some of
just
them get
because it's
computers.
free.
and over there too, if you get a like, they allow you to have video game consoles in there, but they don't allow you to have the latest generation. So if the
I'm
PS5's
chilling
out,
with
you
the
can only have
PS4.
the 4. Yeah,
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, who
Yeah.
cares?
Live?
You say what you can get.
Huh?
No live.
Who cares? I'll run zombies, Black Ops zombies all day. What
You
the
can
heck?
take-
Go
take-
around whatever.
True.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, the heck.
It's crazy. Like, imagine that being the jail system.
I wouldn't mind
A lot
going
of
to
guys,
jail.
they're
Yeah.
chilling.
Facts.
They're running split screen all day.
Imagine getting arrested. Be like, if I'm gonna get these years, can I at least bring my Xbox?
Yo, straight up. If I was homeless over there, that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
I got free heat,
A lot of homeless
internet.
people, like,
Yeah.
they repeat like
Offenders because of that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
always going back in.
Yeah.
Like shit, if I'm gonna eat for free, be able to shower, have a bed to sleep on, all right.
Just
Yeah.
don't do it in America.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They doing better than
Overpopulated
us.
as hell,
Go do it somewhere else. Don't do it in America.
yeah.
Or
Moral of the
Mexico.
story, get your passport.
Stay away from the Americas,
Yeah.
period, if that's the route you want to go. Because it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Certain other countries is not fun, too. Like, for some reason, it's just some of those European countries.
I mean,
The
what?
Hollands, the
That-
Swedes.
Yeah,
no, 'cause
that's
have you
good. Yeah.
seen-
No,
Have you guys seen the prison in El Salvador where they house all those like MS-13?
I heard
gang
about
members?
it, but I didn't.
Dude, that
yeah.
thing's like insane.
Didn't they empty
I-
those?
They don't even
though?
have shirts or nothing. They literally, bro.
Yeah,
it's
because
crazy.
they
bro.
got everyone.
like it's like a maximum confinement. Like it's
Because he literally got every gang member
Bro.
in You're going to jail, so
bro.
that thing's like
Bro,
overpopulated to the
it's
max.
crazy, bro.
I thought they emptied those out. Like
No,
the
no,
majority, they started
no.
emptying
Nah,
those.
if anything, didn't the president
yeah.
or whatever El Salvador say he was gonna take the American prisoners?
No.
No, but he was gonna
the
take.
immigrants.
He was
maybe.
gonna take. I think Salvadorian prisoners that were in prison here and take them and bring them down to where he has the rest
like
of
the
them. I
ones that were
think.
getting deported. He said he'll
I
take.
remember
Yeah.
seeing something about him willing to take prisoners.
It may be the
This is
legal
what
ones.
happened. So their dollar fell down, and they couldn't afford to keep those prisoners in. So they started releasing them, and they started mass migrating. They started looting mass stuff over there. Then they ended up moving and mass migrating to America when we was dealing with all this immigration coming in. And the reason why they left because they didn't have much to loot either because there's nothing there. It went downhill. You know what I mean? So like, it might be still prisoners there, but like,
Bro.
I definitely believe that they emptied them. The
Bro, you gotta, I
majority
think it's
of
like CECOT. You gotta look that up. That's like that main maximum security prison that houses all those
yeah.
gang members. Bro, it's like insane.
It's probably the main one.
even the
it's
way they
definitely-
treat, they can't even speak. Like the way that they like, house them over there is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, but I heard more of what you said. It's just packed.
prisons, man.
Like most of them doing like they're never getting out type thing. Like they
Yeah, like life type.
life. They've done a ton of murders. Like,
If anything, actually, no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say it would have worked in their hand if they did a deal with America where they take prisoners in
for a little
like,
funding or whatever.
for funding. Yeah, kind of like how private institutions in America run. It's all they receive massive amounts of funding, which is why a lot of prisoners never actually make it out the system, is because the wardens or whatever are essentially incentivized by keeping more prisoners so they can receive more funding from the government. So
There you go, capitalism again.
yeah, I mean that's the country we live in. You're
Yeah.
on the right side, not the wrong side, because you're going either way you're gonna get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, yeah, there's the middle class is decreasing
Yeah.
immensely. So
well, I didn't want to have to bring them up, but did you guys see Kanye and his girl already got divorced?
Already?
yeah,
They got divorced actually.
Yeah, they
Yo,
finally
when was
divorced.
this?
Oh, I didn't know that.
A couple days ago.
I didn't know. This is the first time I'm hearing it. That's crazy. After what they did at the awards, dressed like that,
At the
I thought,
Grammys?
yeah, I thought that would be forever.
Wildin', right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a sex addict.
will Kanye ever find
Facts.
love?
He's a sex addict.
Facts. No one's talking about it, but he definitely is.
Well,
mean-
it's kind of known, but like, dude, he's
It's not talked about, but he definitely
a
is.
I mean, have
yeah.
you seen My Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Yeah, that's true
Like,
too.
you
yeah.
coulda- you should've
Bound
got the
to and
vibe.
all that. Yeah,
You should have got the vibe right there.
yeah, you're right.
mean,
he is
yeah.
a sex.
But there's a lot of men that struggle with that kind of stuff, though. So
It's-
we can't look at him directly.
yeah, but it's
'cause
just
pub-
funny because
It's weird that he's
Yeah.
that public about it, but like, there's a lot of men
like
that
that
struggle
girl
with
was
this
more
kind of
like his muse than like his wife.
stuff. I mean, they kind of all
I
were.
think.
You know, what Kanye kind of reminds me of Omni Man,
Mm,
Just because he
From
plants
Invincible?
and goes.
my pet.
yeah, but he only had kids with he only had kids with Kim, and that was it. Well, he had 3. and
Yeah.
got about. Well, she left him, but
Oh, I know. I guess Elon would fit that category.
It'd definitely be
he
Elon,
might be
yeah.
Omni Man.
Yeah, it definitely is Elon. For sure.
It's crazy.
And
You know,
Final
Matt's
Foot
like, I don't
Divorce
know
is
why.
crazy.
No, I know too much. The problem is I can't just throw out information out there because you're gonna be like, oh, this guy's this guy's that, and it's like the information is out there. If you look at it this direction and you look at it this way, everyone looks at it differently. Why Kim left Kanye? You might think that he was going crazy, or the people behind Kim was projecting an image towards Kim where she thought she had to leave him for a
I
certain.
mean, once you get
know
to
what I
that
mean?
high level, there's definitely a lot of influence and things that play in, which weigh a lot of factors. And that's the thing when you're famous and you have a lot of people around you all giving you ideas
And money.
inputs and money.
sponsors
it can
and
swing you one way or another, kind of very fast. You know,
Yeah, but I don't think he cared about any sponsors.
no, it's not that he cared.
But
It's
she
the thing
cared.
that she cared
Oh,
about.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like, yo, you're wilding, like you fucking.
Yeah, you mess it up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and it's not
Um,
like Kim was poor when you got with Kanye. Like, you know, so she already had a whole established foundation and everything. Kanye did too, but then now it's impacting each other.
Yeah. Her PR too at the time was going bad too. She had the whole thing with the sex tapes being released, and then it
But that
ended
was
up.
a while ago.
Yeah, but it was the time of the marriage too, so that's probably what fueled her to divorce him. You know what I mean? I'm already getting scrutinized because of this, and then here you are saying this, that, and the third. So that's probably why she divorced him. Easier, I guess.
I mean, we're
Not
never gonna
easier.
really know.
No. I mean, he was
'cause even
wild.
the stuff-
He couldn't even believe it though. She left him, got with Pete Davidson pretty quick. He was losing.
Oh
it.
yeah,
But they
Davidson
broke
is
up
crazy,
quick
yeah.
though.
He was losing it. I'm telling you, she put that thing on him. He couldn't. He couldn't just let her go. He was wilding out.
that did happen. I
Yeah.
forgot all about.
She got with
Pete.
Pete Davidson randomly.
Yeah,
I
feel
don't
like
even
that
think
was-
Pete knew what was going on. he
May-
didn't.
Maybe it was PR. You never know.
He could have been, but he was happy to be there.
I wouldn't. I'd be happy.
He
too.
was happy to be there.
Yo.
Could have been love. That new Drewski show is hilarious. I don't know if
Oh
anyone.
my
Yeah, that was
goodness,
funny.
bro. That is so funny.
He's really like opened up a new sector for comedy.
Bro, nah.
He's doing
literally,
things that is outside the box
yeah.
that no one in comedy has really done yet. Like to the extent
He's kind of
doing
going around like doing the traditional, just stand up, going to different cities
Yeah.
and doing. Well, then again, he does his own kind of shows, but it's not like generic, just stand up comedy with a set. Like he'll bring people out. He'll just do like funny stuff on stage. But what he's doing with these shows is like completely.
Is this shows like YouTube or is he?
It's on
On,
yeah,
YouTube,
it is on
yeah.
YouTube.
I don't know what's stopping him from being on.
Nah, the stuff that
You know what I'm trying to
Nah,
say? Yo, bro,
that's
back in the
crazy.
day,
The show
the
he's
stuff that
running,
we
it
used to
would
watch,
never be on a
Nah,
network.
yeah.
It would never be
the
on
stuff
a
we used to
network.
watch on
Unless it's like-
VH1 on MTV.
Unless Zeus is picking
Come
it
on.
up, no other platform is picking.
No other
it's-
platforms
yeah,
picking it up.
they're
And that's
wilding.
not a Netflix type content.
We had wild stuff back in the
No,
day
Nah,
too.
this
have,
is
have,
This
you,
is
have you
different.
watched
Have you
it?
watched it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Alright.
But
When you watch
Go
it,
watch it,
bro,
and we'll
we had a
revisit
whole
this.
movie called Bruno come out.
that's a
wild.
movie though. That's
Yeah,
different.
we had
Yeah.
TV shows and all that wild, just like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
those
but-
wasn't technically mainstream though.
exactly.
I don't think. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
you
mean,
could
I don't
go
know.
and
That part
watch
I don't
Bull
know.
Rat in theaters.
Yeah, that's true
Yeah.
type
too.
thing.
Yeah,
Like it's not.
yeah,
But this is not acting though. This is just random
No,
people
this
from
is
the
real life.
streets.
Like,
It
they
is real
just-
life.
yeah, like reality TV type stuff.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta.
But he's just funny.
It's
He's
funny.
just
Yeah.
funny.
But Drewski, yo, he has a different character compared to all these comedians. Like he's just
Yeah.
That's what I'm
His-
saying. He's opened a new avenue for
yeah.
comedy that no one's ever tapped
Even
into.
down to his skits, like he knows human behavior and all these different like stereotypes so well that when you watch his skits, you're like, you can almost automatically think of someone that you know that acts just like that and think that he's portraying. in
Yeah,
them
the
skits.
characteristics. Or
Yeah,
he knows
like-
he knows the culture well.
Yeah, very well. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check this
I'm just
out.
thinking about that latest video. Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee.
Oh,
Yo.
man.
And he called that girl Pinch.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you just gotta watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch
You
it.
gotta
Yeah,
watch
for
it.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
What other things are new?
No, man, it's a pretty slow week.
Yeah, this has probably been the slowest week
Yeah, they.
all year.
I
in
don't know
terms
if you
of-
guys seen it, but United Airlines, that plane that flipped upside
Oh
down.
no, Delta.
Delta, that's
in
what it was. It was
Toronto.
Delta, yeah. That they got a video of
literally
people coming
flipped-
out because it was.
It
yeah.
flipped over. Don't get me wrong. Like
What kind of plane was it?
It was
Delta.
probably a Boeing 7,
Yeah,
787 or
yeah.
something.
it
Like
might
that.
have been, but they, you know how we've been having like those crazy winds today.
Yeah,
It was having it might have been
upside
worse.
down though.
It might have been worse up
Yeah,
there.
upside
though.
down.
Yeah,
kinda
that's
crazy.
true.
But
Upside down
you
is
know,
crazy.
The winds
plane-
up there might have been worse.
Because if you think about it, remember like 4 or 5 years ago, Boeing was having that lawsuit
Yep.
for like cheaping out on parts, you know. So maybe this is like the aftermath of that. These are probably planes that
Wasn't
left
recalled or
The
whatever.
production.
defects.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
The
saying? They're
defect
now
of
on
it.
the market,
Yeah.
flying around, and now we have an increase of plane accidents.
The accidents. Yeah, I mean that could be.
I don't know what's the ratio of Boeing's versus Airbus, whatever. So I mean that would be like the data to really look at. Like, okay, what percent were Boeing, what percent
Probably
are
more
Airbus,
Boeing's though.
and then
Okay.
you know
I think
then you
it
got to
is more
compare it to previous years too to really get accurate data. But it could make sense. Like we have all these planes crashing if they're all Boeing's, and they just going through a lawsuit for cheaping out on parts.
Are people flying? Like, is this scaring you guys? Like, do you
Nah,
want
it's
to
not
take a
scaring me.
flight?
It's not
Nah,
really
it's not
scaring
scary.
me. No.
I still
That's
think
the
it's a
truth.
small percentage of actual planes crashing in terms of
In the grand scheme
in
of
the
things.
grand scheme of
grand
things.
Yeah, it's definitely
not
small,
serious.
yeah.
True.
It's
but-
definitely probably like over publicized, whatever the term
Yeah.
Because
is.
then if you overthink too much, then you won't be able to do anything.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always drive, but still,
You
man.
Nah,
like,
How you
not if
gonna-
you want to go. Yeah,
gonna
cross
drive to
country.
France?
man,
Yeah, exactly.
And drive to Cape Verde.
Still, bro.
drive back home?
it's-
No way.
It's tough now, man. I don't know. It keeps happening. It keeps happening, and I don't know. I feel like how many plane crashes a month has been happening. You know, we
Yeah,
gotta
it's been a
start
lot.
paying
I
attention.
feel
It's been
like,
a
yeah.
lot all at once, but I mean,
The ones that we don't even hear about too, we just forget about. It's like not everyone even heard about the last three. You know what I mean? There's
but some of them were like smaller, non-commercial planes, though, right?
There were
Yeah,
a
but
couple
those,
of like
those
that,
crash all the time though. Those
Yeah,
are,
they
those
do, yeah,
crash
engine
pretty
failures, yeah.
frequently. Single engine, whatever,
Yeah,
the little propeller,
yeah.
like
single pistons and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. So when people started bringing those up, I'm like, all right, like
Yeah.
you guys are forcing it a little bit. Like those crash pretty often. Even I remember I told the story when I was in Florida. Like there was a flight school that's known for like planes
Yeah,
crashing
yeah.
there all the time. It's not
Crash right
uncommon.
in the
Yeah.
street. You see it like crash right in the street
Yeah,
over.
crash right into a car.
Yeah, I seen one go right on the highway. I seen a video
Yeah.
too. Like just landed right on the highway.
It's
Took every
definitely
car out.
pretty common, and a
Yeah.
certain aspect of it, I feel like it's just been over shared on the media because the one bad accident kind of like that thing where you first buy a car that you never see on the road, but then once you start driving the car,
Every
you
car
see it all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I, in a weird way, I feel like a little bit that's what's going on.
You said it's been like a dry week too, so if you got nothing to say, might as well put a plane crash or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to fill up the news.
Nah.
tab.
This is without that. The plane crash was started happening weeks ago, where
Yeah.
a lot
That's
of
true.
things are going on. So
This was just like the latest one.
Yeah.
yeah, this is definitely.
I mean,
just
aside from that, though, it's been pretty slow news week.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens next. A lot of things are definitely changing. We're still in Q1 of the year.
That's true
So,
too.
Let's not.
I've
forget
seen
that.
some videos online too that Europe was holding a meeting or whatever, and America came by, and basically they're talking about how America's talking about how they don't want there was the big thing that Trump said that people have to pay their fair shares. You know what I mean? And if you don't do that, then what's it called? They're cutting ties with you, or they're not giving you funding or whatever. And basically, European people are like fuming. They had enough of it, and they're basically saying, instead of like us European unite against Trump. You know what I mean? And like kind of, how do I say, like wean their way off of relying on American money.
I mean,
support and everything like that.
I think that's the biggest thing that's gonna happen now, especially with the tariff
Yeah,
war.
exactly.
I think a lot of countries are just gonna start bringing their stuff back home
Yeah.
and developing internally.
Do you think that's gonna affect us big time?
no?
Because if all of Europe lined together and like that
They might.
would
Well,
So-
that wouldn't. Well, the thing you got to think, NATO is made up of all the European countries.
Yeah.
and we're inside of NATO too. So like, I don't
They
think.
said they're gonna pull off from NATO if they don't.
it's just basically
But
us
here's
by
the thing.
ourselves if
Here's the
we
thing.
leave NATO. You know what I mean?
And I get that, right? And Europe can go do their own thing, and if America starts bringing a lot of their production back home, and Europe starts bringing their production back home, and remember what I said earlier about America being the ground for innovation, right? So think about the biggest companies in the world: Google,
All
Microsoft,
American base.
Apple. You know what I'm saying? Those companies run the world. All infrastructure, platform, like it's all built off those systems. Amazon owns 60% of the internet with AWS and their cloud storage. So these are all American companies. So it's definitely I definitely feel like it's gonna be tougher for other countries to try to do their own thing without needing us. They need our innovation, our
Yeah.
technology. They might develop it better. Certain aspects of it, they might develop it better. Like the chips, the best chips come from somewhere in Europe, in Japan, and all that stuff. But like we create the new technology and
Yeah.
innovation
We're-
that they're always going to need.
We're always going to be bigger, but at
The
some
only-
point, do you think that
The only country that I
alliances-
think can compete
China of
is
course.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't doubt that they already internalized everything already, and they just don't release it to anyone, and it's strictly only in China. They probably have their own version of AWS, their own cloud infrastructure, their own everything that's exclusively just there. So they're the only country that could probably be like, all right, well, we'll suffice. We might, see a profit loss, whatever, not being able to integrate on the world market or in the U.S. market, but I think they would definitely figure it out and at least get by, versus other countries that have nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're definitely providing the most aid and funding in NATO for sure. So if they do pull back, they're going to be struggling to try to unite with somebody. But it's already happening with
Aid as far
with
as
BRIC.
what, like financially?
Both aid, military, anything, any medical aid, anything.
Yeah,
Like
but a lot of that is gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of limits now.
limits with
terms of
what?
that. Like, I don't think we're gonna be so lenient and like.
But that's
giving our hand out
why
so much now.
Yeah.
that's why they're pulling back and they're trying to make deals where if
Yeah.
you don't follow. But the thing is, BRICS is already established, so there's already a plan B ahead of us. It's just that it's just gonna get more confusing because there's more things out there now, more alliances, more agreements, more.
I mean, we'll see today. Literally, I think Trump and Putin had a meeting. But there was like an emergency meeting for pretty much all European leaders today in Saudi Arabia. So they're all there right now, like just discussing stuff.
that was one of the reasons why they were hating on America, because America just kind of took upon themselves to go to Russia and have a meeting.
Well, they're meeting in Saudi Arabia. They're
Well, I'm
hosting
saying America
Yeah.
to Putin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They kind of got pissed that
And
they went
they
over
looked
them to
around,
go
they
there.
was like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, they're meeting? Yeah, we gotta go there.
Yeah, emergency, yeah. So I don't know, but what I'm saying is we could be fine financially because, you know, we do fund all of them, but I feel like if you kind of like annex yourself, I feel like to some degree that's going to, you know, be bad and, you know, at some point, you know what I mean? I don't think America should annex themselves from the
They're
world.
not, especially like, you know, and America definitely has a high concern for its borders. I feel like the first people they're going to partner up right away is with Canada and Mexico,
Mm.
just for the sake that like these are our bordering countries. Plus, they get a lot of protection from us anyways. And
I heard we're
past-
pulling back our military protection though from with Canada
Yeah.
I don't know.
until they
No.
become
Bro,
our
you didn't even hear
51st
that?
state.
Yeah, they've been beefing with us too, even in sports. I don't know if you guys seen the hockey game. Yeah, yo, it's true. Bro, it's true. They're beefing. They had like 3 fights right off the bat. They were booing the American anthem right off the bat, and Justin Trudeau, whatever that guy's name is, he was a part in attendance.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, it was just like mayhem in that game, and we ended up winning too. So it was like the last laugh. So because Canada's huge on hockey.
Was it at Canada?
That part I don't know. That part
Like,
I
where
don't
was
know.
the game?
Yeah, that part I
That'd
don't
be
know.
Funny if it was there.
Yeah, but they were booing it. It was just a big game. So I don't see them being allies or buddies with Canada anytime soon.
No,
Nah,
They
kidding.
got some
Yeah,
they got some problems.
bad
to
blood.
hash
Yeah,
out.
facts.
But like, better, what is it? Better the demon you know than
Then
the
the-
demon you
yeah,
don't.
That's
You know,
true
like
too.
if war or something was on the question, who?
Yeah, I got my
Who
boy
you gonna
Canada.
fight?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
true.
I'm
That's true. That's true. That's
Better
true
the
too.
demon you know.
Yeah.
Canada got to get it together.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Canada's always been like in their own worlds because they didn't even
Switzerland.
worry about much. They're like, we're next to the greatest superpower.
Yeah,
like,
facts, yeah.
we're chilling. You know,
No one's gonna dare
no
come over
one's
here.
touched
Yeah.
them. They've had protection.
They got fresh land too. Like there's not much civilization up there either.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
lot of wood. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, we don't need to import wood from there because we used to have a lot of wood ourselves, a lot of forest.
Yeah,
but
I can.
Canada definitely has a lot of
They have probably
raw
the most,
material
yeah.
for that kind of stuff. Yeah,
And we have Alaska too, which is huge. It's like 1/3
yeah.
of
But how many trees are in
continental.
Alaska?
Probably a lot.
Really?
Yeah, probably. Heck yeah.
I just always assumed there's just
Probably one type of tree,
Nice.
like the evergreens and stuff like that. But nah, mad trees.
Yeah, you know how far Alaska is to Russia?
No, it's close.
2 miles.
Mad close.
Yeah,
2
I
miles.
would say. I'll say less.
That's
too.
where the sneaky deals are happening. 100%.
Probably.
100%.
Probably. I wouldn't be. You know,
Sneaky.
niggas would be
What?
niggas.
Sneaky deals.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Bro, we got
Firearms across the border. You know, come on a little sailboat.
Like-
like
Random meetups, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
black
meetings.
market.
Like black
Yeah.
market
Market
stuff.
Anything,
Arm-
anything.
Arms dealers.
that's what I'm assuming. Saying
just-
yeah.
I was gonna say you could just FaceTime. Yo,
Yeah,
what's up?
true.
Yeah, that's true too. The dark web too.
Yeah, it's 2 miles. I remember learning that. You know, they say that's
Very
how
straight.
Native Americans. They
Came
say that's how Native Americans got to America in the first place. It was never inhabited, but they came from, would that be Western, Eastern,
Eastern,
That part of
exactly.
it?
Yeah, if you say
Eastern
Russia.
Russia. And it was a point in time where like I guess that 2 miles was frozen over and they just walked across. Because if you go to, there's a lot of evidence of Native Americans living in that part of Russia.
Yeah. Mm.
So that's what they say. I don't know. I was not alive at that time, so I only believe what you see and half of what you hear.
Facts. Yeah. No, it's definitely possible. People have traveled, like when it freezes over, just walked over. Like they got videos and stories of people doing it. So I could imagine it makes sense. The natives did it
And
too.
it's only 2 miles. It's not like it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's parting the Red Sea. And
yeah, that's true too. It's easier. Yeah.
you
Facts.
you can sprint that.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Well,
What else? I don't think there's much else.
Nah, to be honest.
slow week.
Slow
Yeah.
week. And on that note, it's episode 6.
Is it 6?
I think so. I'm going to go with 6.
We'll correct it next time.
Peace
Yeah,
out.
facts.